The funny thing is, I remember when the first actual Purge came out, and I said to myself, this is going to become a franchise. If they can do it right, this can become a fun, awesome franchise. And the second one did that. The Purge Anarchy is a good movie. It's a solid action movie, definitely a watchable movie. Purge Election Year was a joke of a movie. That was just bad. It wasn't even that good. This one, I have to say, is way better than that one, but dang, I mean, they can do so much better. The first Purge. No, I'm not talking about the Purge, the first actual Purge from 2013 with Ethan Hawke. I'm talking about the first Purge. This is the fourth movie in the Purge series. This is also a prequel before all the movies. This is the actual first Purge set in the world. And so basically this is the first Purge. And there is a lot I like about this movie. I'm gonna get that out of the way. I thought this movie was way better than Election Year. Election Year was a bad movie, plain and simple, in my opinion. Purge Anarchy, like I said, is a good movie. It's an awesome action movie. It's an awesome spin-off of The Punisher, if you honestly look at it in that kind of way. The first Purge is really cool. It's just they could have expanded it to way more, and that's what they did, so they did it right. So the actual first Purge, it did what it needed to do. It set it up. The second one explored more, which I gotta give them credit for. So the first two movies aren't terrible. The third one is. This one going into, I wasn't stoked, but I was like, maybe they can turn it around, and I have to say, it was way, way better than I thought it was gonna be. So basically this movie is about the first Purge. It's set on Staten Island. The whole experiment is on Staten Island, and they're gonna pay people, hey, we'll pay you $5,000 to stay the entire 9 hours and put contacts in your eyes, video it, and do the purging and kill people. And they kind of want them to kill people, which is kind of messed up. And then there's this group of survivors trying to survive, and then they run amok, and that's the movie. So I will say this. I will say the movie is entertaining. I was never bored. There's actually some intense scenes. There's actually a really awesome scene at the very end of this movie. I enjoyed 85% of this movie. I had fun in a lot of this movie. Is it a great movie? Not really. I'll go and get negatives out of the way. First things first, some of the acting is a little bad. There's a guy in this movie, it's one of the crook guys. He's got scars over his head. He's very creepy in the first scene, but when you see him again later on in the movie, he's kind of overdoing it a little bit. Also, there's a few political stabs at like Trump and America and stuff like that. Some of them I thought had cool imagery. I did like it, but then sometimes I felt uncomfortable. Like, did we really need to see the KKK on top of a cars shooting up a church? I don't know. That just, to me, I was like, really? We're going there? I mean, do we really need to see like literally a scene of people dressed up as cops about to murder a black guy on the ground? Like, I like the imagery they're trying to do, but did we really need it? Do you want to have controversy? Like, that's what the movie's asking, I guess. And there is one line in this movie, it is a total stab at Trump. When this character said it, I was like, that's a stab at Trump. There is no way this line was like meant for anyone else. And it totally ruined the scene too. It was like a really intense scene, and she gets away from this guy or whatever, and she yells it, and it's like, it was supposed to be funny. Like, that was a really intense scene. It was like a really creepy scene with like a baby noise. That's all I'm gonna say. And she says something, and it's like a total stab at Trump. I'm telling you. But now that's a lot of the negatives. Also the blood effects. The blood effects, they were YouTube level blood effects, and I just thought it was. And the sound effects too, like the guns cocking, whatever. Like, there were some bad sound effects, bad CGI, bad blood. But I had fun with those scenes. I'll say the first positive thing is the main guy, the main gangster guy. He is really good. I thought he was great. If they do a fifth Purge and this is a prequel, I would like to see him come back as something. Like, I want to see him come back into like the main. Like, I want to see what happened to him. Like, I want to see a lot of him. I thought he was awesome. He was so good. All the other characters I really didn't care about. It was like the sister and her brother, whatever, and the brother is like a vigilante kind of kid, and he's like going out there with the contacts on. Which these contacts, they had like bright eyes, whatever. It added to the movie a lot. It was creepy in some scenes, especially one scene where the guy's walking through a window, and he's just standing there, and there's one guy walking down the alleyway, and he's looking to the right and left, and they're just standing there with the eyes, and it's creepy. Like, it's honestly like goosebump creepy. Like, if I walk down an alleyway and there's someone in the window just like doing that with the like, it's creepy, guys. Like, I really like that though. The action scenes, I would say this movie, a lot of people are about, is it scary? There's a few stupid jump scares early on, whatever, but I would say mostly it's an action movie, which again, The Purge Anarchy was, and that's what made it good. And this one, it's not nowhere near as good as that, but it definitely was cool. There's a really cool, like, action scene at the very end, but again, I thought the movie overall was entertaining. It was way better than The Purge election year. I had fun with it for the most part. I did like some of the imagery. Some of the political stabs was kind of unnecessary. And there's one more big negative. There's a certain character that dies. It's a major character, and the character dies by literally footage. Literally a person's watching footage, and they get killed. It's like, whoa, like, that was a main character, and we just get killed like that? Like, alright. I honestly feel like the actor was, like, completely, like, just was done with the movie, and they were like, alright, let's just kill it. Let's just kill it. And then, I don't know, it just didn't, I thought it was weird. I was like, oh, really? That was a main character, you're gonna kill him like that? Like, that's it? I don't know. Either way, the first Purge, the fourth one really, it was enjoyable. It was way better than I expected, and I would watch it again, and I actually might try to buy this one and election year and the first one. I could totally just not buy election year. Blah. But I'm going to give the first Purge a very, very low B-. Again, I thought it was way better. It was way better than it should have been. I mean, it's the fourth movie, and we're gonna get a fifth one. I mean, these movies keep making money. It's gonna happen. They're gonna make a fifth one, and I see what I mean. Like either they hit or they miss, and that's why this franchise keeps making money. Because some of them are good, and then you get election year. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, bye, guys.